Got an amazing lineup. Amazing Hamilton comics. Your first comic, you may have seen him. He's been playing here a lot. He may have served you at one of the various restaurants throughout Hamilton, as he's known as the best server in Hamilton. Yeah. As he paid me to say, guys, please give it up for the extremely funny Daryl McCallum, everybody. Fuck yeah! How we doing? Fucking nose full of smelling salts beforehand. Used to put a lot of other shit on my nose, but that's a nice change. That is a nice change. Alright, let's get it out of the way right away. Yes, I'm balding. I know this. I know. Would you like to hear how I describe my hairline? Would you like to hear how I describe my hairline? Thank you, thank you. I call it a hit and run. My hairline's fleeing the scene of what my mother calls the accident. Oh, don't go, oh, it's not true. I made it up for the joke. I lied. Alright, I lied. I was very loved and I was planned. Alright, I was a planned child. All that tells you is my mother's horrible at planning things. Should have went with the coat hanger, Mom. Now, I'm going to talk about something no comedian has the balls to talk about. No one ever talks about this in their set. I'm going to talk about dating. Obviously an orgasm of sarcasm. Yeah, so everyone wants to date someone, wants to find love. I, too, also want to find love. But, I'm older now, so the dating apps don't work well for me. I mean, when your bio says, and I'm honest because I will not catfish, 5'0", balding, yet still incredibly hairy. That's right, everyone. Take a fucking gander. It doesn't work so well then. So here's another way: approach women. What you used to do back in the day. Well, when you look like Mr. Burns, but you don't have his bank account, it doesn't work so well. So I go back to my other way. Used to, people I work with. I'm a waiter. I've worked in restaurants for a long time. Unfortunately, given my age, every time I walk into a restaurant, I feel like I'm walking onto Epstein Island. They're very young is what I'm trying to say. I'm very old. Very old. Can we all agree that Jeffrey Epstein was a huge piece of shit? Yeah. Right? Not 100% bad, though. Not 100% bad. Allow me to explain. At least the island had wheelchair access. Thank you for including me. Fuck him, he's dead and he's a pedophile. Obviously, I'm talking about Stephen Hawking. Obviously. So, as you said, I work in restaurants. I've worked in restaurants for so long.
Oh, good. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you.
How long? None of you asked? Well, let's just say when I started, it was only music videos that P. Diddy was forcing himself into. I know, I mentioned Diddy and Epstein already. You know what? I was thinking the other day, servers and Uber drivers are very similar. We don't make any money if there's no butts in the seats. If there's no butts in the seats, then you're just going around wasting gas. How does a server waste gas? Well, if there's no one in the restaurant, I'm crop dusting empty tables. Yeah, everyone know what crop dusting is? Perfect, perfect. Have I served anybody here, or have I worked with anybody here?
Yeah.
Congratulations. You've had my fecal matter in your lungs. Congrats. Let that marinate. Well, maybe the first row here does too. I'm sorry, guys. I had some cheese earlier. Here's another thing that really goes for me for finding a woman. I don't drive. I take the bus. Ooh, I'm a fucking hero. I was on the bus though, and I saw this ad that said, "Pornography hurts." I'm like, yeah, but so what about my carpal tunnel? But the funny thing about it, it was brought to you by the Catholic League Against the Exploitation of Children. I thought that was pretty fucking ironic. Fucking the Catholic Church should be sending roses to Epstein Estate for taking the fucking the eye off of them. All right, I'm gonna end it on this one. I've heard earlier that we have dog lovers in the crowd. Everyone love dogs? I fucking love dogs. My algorithm is all full of like rescue dogs that had trauma, and then they get rehabilitated, and then you get to see them later just before they get their forever home. Right in the feels, you know? Right in the feels. Like whenever I see a dog walking towards me, I just want to kidnap it and turn it against its owners, you know what I mean? That move is called the R. Kelly. And like R. Kelly, I prefer puppies. Thank you very much. I've been there on the car. Let's bring Brian back to the stage. One more time for Daryl McCallum, everybody. Hell yeah. I feel like he might like dogs a little too much. That's crazy. I think it's funny, a lot of comics have a lot of